Summertime's over. Time to go outside again. I gotta fix these holes. Everything back here is soaked, so I took the interior out. And it's a lot better than I thought it would be. Let me show you. I don't think this is keeping the leather out. So my plan is to perform the classic corner cut on this thing because I don't want to buy body panels. Let's check it out. So here's what I'm working with. A rusted out quarter panel. So my plan is to cut it off and weld a piece in. I got to take the fender off and the tire and the bumper and this light. And I made these over the summer and they kind of just drop in, kind of. Probably not with that wiring harness clipped in. That'll sit down in there, weld it in, everything will be great again. This one over here is a lot scarier. The fuel line's in the way and I don't have access to it from in here. I'll probably just cut it off right at this line and back here and weld that piece in. So down in there it's rusted pretty far up into the wheel well, so we're gonna have to address that as well. It just tried to kill me. Did you see that? It just tried to kill me. Safe. Oh shit, heavy. Oh man, I almost threw my back out. Don't do that. Next to go is the tail light. This one's broken. Got it. Almost broke its little plastic thing. What's next? I guess the wheels so I can get the flares off. This side, even though it has more metal, is worse off, I think. How's it gotta go? It's got a bunch of studs. Those. Oh, broke right off. Of course it did. Hopefully that's not welded iron or something. I'll be fucking pretty mad if I can't get the flares back on. There we go. Oh good, we're 5 for 5. That makes me happy. Seems like it stops right in there. So that's a plus. I think we can keep our hole. Alright, other side. Now I wish they'd just break off so I wouldn't have to turn the wrench so many times. And it cut me. Yeah, this all looks good. Solid. Happy with that. We've come to the trimming part of this project, I believe. The first cut I'm going to make is I'm going to cut it right here. I'm probably going to cut this off at that same height. Maybe not. Maybe I'll just cut that edge off. And we're going to have to cut something over here too. Some nice line. I'm not sure. We'll figure it out. weld it in, come up with whatever little patch we need for this hole over here, cut that off. I think it'll work. Math. Come check it out. I got the lines marked out where we're going to cut it. So I left this edge right here so that I can hammer it up and weld it to this. I did it there too. So we're going to cut out this corner and this corner and cut that off and then hammer it up. I'm probably pressing my luck here. This is dangerous. I think we're almost there. Let's figure out this back cut. So I think we're going to trim this something like this. Cut most of the rod out. Rust-Oleum will fix the rest. I marked it on the outside to make life easier. Much better. I gotta get this prepped so we can weld on it. Good Lord, that thing almost killed us. Or me. You're safe behind the camera. Fuck. I guess I'm gonna need a sander, or like a grinding wheel or something. That paint is hard as a motherfucker. I don't know how much more prepped than that it's gonna get. I'm gonna drill a bunch of holes in this. That way I can get a little like spot weld looking thing that's easy to grind down on this thin metal. .16 gauge. The plan is to take some self-tappers and get it nice and tight in there and then weld in all those holes. It all seems pretty solid. I'm gonna go ahead and disconnect the battery before I weld on it. And I'm going to unplug the computer as well, because I could see how things could go bad. Probably going to need 2 hands for that. Got it. Never doubt the Harbor Freight welder. think it works. Huh. I wish it wasn't splattering shit all over my Jeep. Oh, that burned through bad. So that's what I was worried about. This little crackerjack welder is burning hot. Now that I got this all packed in, I just want to kind of bend this over, and that'll give us a flange to weld to. Kind of push it up, and then I'll tack it in, and we'll be in there. This morning I'm going to tack all of this in, I think. And then we got to come up with whatever little filler piece I need for over here. Well, that's a mess. I gotta let it all cool down for a little while. The welder and the Jeep. I don't know. It was doing some weird popping things. I hope this isn't warped bad. It might be. Because it really doesn't matter. Better than a hole in the Jeep. Well, I was gonna switch to this side, but I'm suffering from technical difficulties. Apparently I put that nut on the wrong way. Never done that before. That's fucking insane. So I can't get it undone, and I've now broken the lock trying to get it off. So this is fucking dead. I'm back. Successful mission. $15. This thing's way better than my old worn out one. It's still good. This side's a little different. It's got like a guard to cover the hose. It's going to the fuel tank. And it's held on with these two. So, do we cut it like this and try to hold on to the guard? I don't really like that idea. I think I'm just going to take that cover out and then we'll figure it out once I weld this corner in. Sure. Let's pry this out of here and get some marks in here so we know where to cut. This is oversized, obviously. I'll trim it to fit. I just need to get some of the shit out of my way. The guard needs to come out. That's what I need to start with. This rooster's trying to assault me. Look at him. He's bluff charged me like half a dozen times. I think he's gonna come kick me in the face though. He's gonna kill me. Where's a screwdriver? Got it. Fuck this rooster. Oh, telling you. What do we got going on under here? Well, it could be worse. That's pretty damn rusted. Well, that sucks. To fix that, I have to pull the gas tank out. I ain't doing all that. Not today, anyways. Smells like fire. Smells like fire. Seems all right. Let's see if we can snag this in here. Oh yeah. Son of a bitch, you scared the crap out of me, rooster. Oh my god, that fucker. You just almost kicked the crap out of me. Dumb motherfucker. You're missing the kung fu fight over here. He's just gonna circle around under my truck and try to kick me repeatedly. It's his favorite game. I tried to match the other side. I don't know. How's it look? Looks pretty close. See if this fits. We're having problems already. There we go. Yep, dropped right in. I knew it had been fixed before. That's all Bondo. Oh, well, that burnt right the fuck through, didn't it? I got out of control quick. Huh, it did it again. Yo, why does it keep doing it? Ah, damn it, I hit it with my fucking eyes open without the hood on. Ah, god damn, that fucking burnt. Something's gone terribly wrong with my welder. I just keep going, even though it keeps fucking it up more. That's crazy. I should stop. Figure out what the fuck is going on here. I gotta go on my way, I think. It's not pretty. I burned through it in a bunch of places. But it ain't nothing a grinder and paint can't fix. A little bit of Bondo. It'll be fine. It's definitely not my finest work, but I've never welded on cars before. Well, on the body panels of cars. Good morning. Today's plan is to fix this rottenness. It's kind of loud out here. So I got this cardboard and a marker. We're just gonna kind of lay this back here. Push it into the place where we need it to be real good, or close enough. We're gonna go ahead and mark it. I think I want to save like that much. Maybe even like that. So we can fold it up and cover this hole on the bottom. Now let's get this laid out. I'm gonna actually make it a little bit bigger than I need it to be. That way it will account for the bend, I think. We'll do this. And this. We'll just cut it. We'll come straight down. Cut that out. And then try to hammer it to fit. Let's see if we can get this shaped into something we kind of like. Definitely getting there. There we go. He's back. I think it's close enough that we can weld it in and then trim it to fit. I want to cut this rotten stuff out first though. Let's get the welder out. It's getting dangerous. He just kicked the shit out of me in my fucking knee. Little bastard. This goddamn thing has made it impossible to fucking work out here. I'm about to have to ruin this guy's day. Watch this. Now he's real mad. I don't even have anything that'll get in that corner good. Good thing the flare will cover it all up. Whatever, we'll figure it out. Let's get a piece out of metal. I got it cleaned up and that tacked in back there. So now we got to figure out what we're going to do for this piece. Something like this, I think. Ow, that's hot. No, we're getting there. It doesn't need to be perfect. I think I'm going to tack that. And hopefully it doesn't burn through. No, 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 don't burn my fucking paint off. Ow! We gotta let that cool down. Good Lord. Hot, hot, hot. Let's get a line in here and then we'll try to bend it where we want it bent. Something like that. I didn't think this out too well, did I? I found it. My panel alignment tool. I don't know, we're getting there. Tack that in. Ooh, this thing is hot. Hot, 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 hot. Alright, I got too happy and now it's bent. Alright, let's try to get this next fold in here. Woo. It's a Jeep. It's definitely better than the hole. Well, Cut through it right there by accident. I trimmed up that edge. Try to get a nice shape in there. I went to the air conditioning to mark it out. Some fucker just shot Charlie Kirk. That shit's fucking crazy. I never even liked the motherfucker, but the Civil War is getting closer and closer. Getting close. But this is what I'm thinking. I'm gonna tack it, and then try to hammer that down and weld it in. I thought you were filming that whole time. I'm having problems. I have a bunch of blow through. Well, this is what I got so far. I blew through it a whole bunch in that corner, so I don't know what I'm going to do. Probably going to have to put a piece on. I got that kind of shaped the way I like it. So now I just got to trim off the excess. I've had enough of it for the day. Time to get back to welding. Kind of windy out here. I burned through it again. Of course I did. This is a goddamn mess. Well, I fucked it up all over again. Apparently I ground through it too thin. Or I ground it so much that now it's too thin. So now I gotta get another piece of metal and cut it and weld that in. It's a never-ending corner. I hate it so much. And now it's getting real windy. Oh my god, I am so over welding. I'm right back where I started at this morning. There's a fucking hole in it. I've put 2 pieces of metal in it and blown them both out. And now I'm out of welding wire, so no more welding. I made a mess of this, so I figured let's go to the other side and mess that up too. This is how I left it off yesterday. It's so-so. A little bit of body filler, it's paint. And then this, and no one will know the difference. So I want to get these back on here. My plan is to use these. I cut a bunch of tabs. I think I'm going to put them on there and then weld in there and then around this backside and then bend them over. I think it'll hold it, and if not, we'll have to weld them back on when it gets ripped off. Oh, it'll also bolt to the bumper, I guess. So that'll help hold it too. And it's not the thickest piece of metal. I think it'll work. Like it came from the factory. Well, they didn't bend where I wanted them to bend at all. That's not good. Maybe it'll work out perfectly. That might work out perfectly. It actually spaces it off the car. Put some holes in it and I got it mocked up. Now I just need to finish drilling it all the way through. I hope it's on there straight. I guess we can just oversize the holes and scooch it around a little. Alright, let's come back here and take a look at it. You ready? Bow. Yeah. And it looks like the corner piece is back on. Well, that's what I was going for. Good. Next side. It's on there. That's just like I remember. Kind of goofy looking. Today's plan, I want to take care of this rocker before I put it back on the ground. See what we got here. We got a hole. Oh yeah, that's a good hole. What else do we got back here? Turn the camera around. Yeah, there we go. Hey, there we go. So this is what I'm working with. Pretty rotten rocker. I kind of think the carpet's right on top of this piece of metal. I don't know if I can really weld on it. That's not so bad. A little bit of metal. It goes further than I thought. At least it stops right there. Yeah, I really got blown apart. Well, that's kind of bad in there. That's really kind of bad in there. Should probably get a flashlight so you can see what I'm looking at. This fucking thing, man, is just steadily circling me like a shark waiting to strike. Yeah, somewhere in there, I think. We'll keep as much of that rounded edge as we fucking can. That's what I think. And if we gotta cut out more, we gotta cut out more. That's just the way it works. There's a hole in the Jeep. Got a piece of cardboard cut. Get our pattern made, kinda. Guess we don't have to make it on the hole. We can make it next to the hole. Make life a little easier. Pretty close. Pretty close. I was gonna make it out of metal. Got it. I was working on this patch panel, and then I got to thinking about it. I should probably take a look in there and try to treat the rust. Probably get a better flashlight. It definitely does have some corrosion. Seems to stop there. Good. Oh. Oh yeah. Let me get a wire brush in the vacuum. And I think we're going to throw some primer up in there. So I don't know what else to do. Does this fit? Good enough. I don't own any rust converter, so Rust-Oleum it is. The shit's good. Don't let anybody say it's not. I should probably put on a mask. I don't know. That's probably a bit excessive. Yesterday I tried multiple times to get this to be one piece with all these folds nicely, and I just couldn't do it. So I ended up cutting it off and welding this in. And now that's all super strong and nice. And in hammering it, I found out that this was all soft right here. So I cut this out, well, not all of it, but some of it in a couple different spots. And then I put this plate over it and welded it in and tacked it along the edge. So tomorrow I guess I'll make this one. But I'm just going to spend the afternoon finishing tacking this in. A little bit of body filler. No one will notice the difference. It's a Jeep. I'm sure there's going to be a piece of armor or some side steps or something eventually. So how would I leave this? Yeah. This morning, I'm going to cut that out and replace all this. That way I have a place to fight fires if I have to through this hole. I got a little ambitious and I bent the piece before I turned the camera on. I used that as a brake and just screwed it down and beat it over with a hammer. I mean, it'll work. Doesn't smell like fire. I haven't even done anything today that would set a fire. That's not good. That's all solid. And that's all solid. That ain't gonna fit. See how this works for the edges, or for the part I can't cut. Definitely worked. It's crazy. That nearly killed me. I tried to drill out the welds, but I don't think I was successful at it. Yeah, I'll get back to you. I think I bent the piece wrong. It's way too sharp a bend. Well, I think it's close enough. It doesn't really matter. No one's going to be crawling under here but me. Oh, I got to pull back the carpet. Damn it. Man, I fucked my camera all up. It's covered with like slag and like little bits of metal ground into the lens. That sucks. I got the carpet up. It's all solid in here. I don't see any soft spots at all. But the carpet is soaking wet. Like, I bet I can get water out of it. Yeah. That's crazy. It hasn't rained in weeks. And I found a quarter. 1981. Seems kind of lucky. I got that welded in. Now we got to work on this pinch weld. I'm gonna screw it together and then weld these three together. This is shredded. I might replace it or I might not, depending on how I'm feeling. Well, I got the replacement in for that torn up piece. Now I'm just gonna mark it and cut it off. Well, I think that's straight. Good morning, Frankie. Meow. Meow. You sleep well? Pardon me. I got some welding to do this morning. So, don't let me disturb you. Carry on. This cat keeps knocking my blanket down. A little bit of hammering, a little bit of welding, no more holes. Every time I think I'm close. There was a tiny little pinhole, and I was like, I'll hit it with the welder. And now it's a giant pinky-sized hole again. I'm not proud of it, but it's better than it was. I spent some time sanding and prepping this. It's not that good, but it's getting some paint. That's a mess. I got it all primed. I need to get some body filler, figure out what I'm going to do for paint. There's way less holes in it than there used to be. I'm just covered in little burns all over myself. This all turned out kind of how I expected it to look. All the little holes in it. That's what happens when you use a flux core welder and you suck at welding. I went and got the filler I needed, but now I think it's gonna rain. So yeah, I'm not gonna get this done today. I got it covered up just in time. Hopefully it won't fill with water. I plugged all the holes in the bottom of it, so there's nowhere for it to go now. I hit that guard with a wire wheel and threw some primer on it. Still not sure how I'm going to get it on. I think it's going to rain this afternoon, so I'm leaning towards not putting the body putty on. I do, however, want to find out what's going on under here. While we're playing around with all this, I might as well take a look at that. I'm gonna have to get something to clean that out with. These screw holes are just packed full of shit. Got it. Oh, that's not bad at all. I was worried. I was sweating that for no reason. Denatured alcohol. What do we got here? Short strand fiberglass. An original. This is new, that's old. Short strand fiberglass reinforced filler, idea for repairing holes up to ½ an inch in diameter. Well, I already filled all those holes. Oh, I'm going to need all sorts of implements for this. I think it's going to rain on me. That looks tasty. Oh shit, it's only one pair of gloves. I thought it was a bunch of gloves. Oh shit. They're like rubber gloves. Alright. Well, that's different. Pro skills. How much hardener is too much hardener? I got it over everything except the truck. No, god damn it. got too hard. I should have stopped. Damn it. Now it cooked off. I wish I didn't have that high spot right there in the middle. Look. I think it's hard enough to sand it. Let's get this wiped off. See what it's looking like. I think it needs a little bit more sanding in here for the straight edge. Now, I think it's all low. I think we should just move on to the next phase. Normal Bondo. See how that works out. I can't really tell if that's straight or not anymore. I think it is. I'm gonna throw some of this automotive primer on it. Maybe it'll give us a better idea what shape it really is in. That's probably enough. Why do I always take these things to these levels? It's looking pretty straight. Let's wait for it to dry. I'm gonna whip up some more of this Bondo. Take care of this corner. Uh-oh. I think it's gonna rain. And now it's officially raining. I'm gonna go ahead and cover it with this and pretend like everything's gonna be fine. Something like that. I'm mixing up some Bondo. I think that's all high. We'll find out. Let's put some primer on it. I can already tell it's not flat. That's what happens when you don't use a flat sanding block. I'm mixing up some of that fiberglass reinforced Bondo. I'm going to use it to cover up those welds because they look bad and to keep moisture out of them. I was just going to use caulk, but I didn't buy any caulk, so I have this laying around. Uh-oh, the rain's back, I think, every time. Son of a bitch. I just want to get something done today. I don't know how long this truck's been up on blocks, but it seems like forever. Need to work faster. Doesn't matter what it looks like, it's under the truck. That's all she wrote. It'll definitely keep the moisture out. Rain's coming again, I think. This shit makes such a mess. I guess I make such a mess. I need to work fucking faster here. It's cooked off. It's definitely a mess. Hit it with a sander real quick. There's some primer and some undercoating on it. It'll be fine. It's raining again. Well, now it's pouring. Before I put the bumper back on, I'm gonna clean all up in here and paint it. Things got a little crazy in the end. I tried to spray in those holes and it ran everywhere. It's not perfect, but I got to get some primer on it. It's gonna rain this afternoon again. Yeah, I missed a bunch. It's raining on me. Fuck. 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 Every day ends the same way. Wet. The plan for the day is to clean up some of the rust and dirt back here and paint inside this panel. It's pretty nasty in there. That's just all dirt and mud. Oh, this one's way better. It's all dirty. I'm gonna clean all back here. It's not that bad. Alright, it's kind of bad. But it's not the worst. Looks way better. There's no holes or anything. That thing really gets the dirt off of that, doesn't it? Give it a little wipe now. I don't even know why I'm bothering. The whole gets covered with panels. Rust-Oleum primer. Well, the second you spray that in there, you can't see anything anymore. It's all looking pretty good in there. Now I gotta do it all over again. The side just wasn't as messed up. Knocked it right out. Now I gotta put some paint on it. I kinda had to just spray and pray back in there. I can't really get the can in there or see what's going on. So I was out here looking at this morning, and I noticed this. I don't know if you can see it or not. Let's see. Probably not. But there's a Bondo patch right in there. And I think the whole car has been painted to here. This yellow and this yellow are not the same yellow. The brake is right here. So I'm wondering if I should just sand all of this. Make sure that that's not just Bondo in a hole. And then fix all this. This is all chipped and fucked up looking. I have two types of yellow spray paint I want to try out in here for color match. First we're going to try the Rust-Oleum Sunburst Yellow. Alright, we'll let that dry. It definitely runs. And it doesn't match. Next is Gloss Sun Yellow by Krylon. Or Krylon. Ooh, that one's closer. We will sit and let that dry and see what we come up with. I think we have a winner with that Krylon. It's pretty goddamn close. It's not perfect. The problem is I bought it discounted for like $4 a year ago. Well, I'm back from the hardware store. And of course they didn't have any of this old stuff. They had this. It's Gloss Sunbeam. And the other one's Gloss Sun Yellow. Let's see if it matches. So that's where the original spot was. I can barely see it. Let's see how this one works. Up. 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 Let's let it dry. But it doesn't look very hopeful. I have some more prep work to do over here. All of these spots are low. So now I gotta mix up some more Bondo. Well, I got that filled and block sanded. It's probably not very good, but I'm sick of playing with it. Yeah, she's a bit wonky. Don't judge me. Same goes for this side. It's not that good, but I'm sick of playing with it. Look at all the sanding marks. Sure, good enough. I did a little bit of block sanding under there to make it a little straighter. I don't know how this is going to work out. I have to close the door somehow. Perfect. It's not going to be good, but I'll care more about the fit and finish when all the holes in the truck are filled. It definitely doesn't look right out here. And it doesn't cover very well. I guess that's a tack coat. I don't really believe in tack coats, but sure. Supposed to wait 1 minute between coats and do multiple coats. That makes sense. And we'll just keep doing that until it turns yellow. I should have probably used white primer. It's been a minute. I'm not counting. Sure. At least yellow hides a lot of damage. plus the armor. Plus I don't care, it's an old beat up Jeep. How many coats does it take to coat it? It's like a Tootsie Pop. Maybe it just matched inside because you could see through the paint because it was only one coat instead of multiple coats. You can definitely still see it from here, and I think down in there. What is that, 6 coats? Alright, I'm done playing. It's a pretty heavy coat. It got pretty windy out here. I had to construct a wind block. So now I'm going to try to throw some yellow paint on this side. Well, I just kept putting coats on until I ran out of paint. It's more yellow than it was. Well, my bodywork skills are atrocious. I can see sanding marks and low spots all through this. And a giant run. I think if I had primed it with white, I wouldn't have had to use so much paint. And then it wouldn't have run like that. Oh well, let's look at the other side. Oh yeah, again, a lot of sanding marks. Lots of runs. Whatever, it's yellow. It's not a giant hole anymore. What about this rocker? Yeah, I missed the spot. Kind of like bubbles down right there. Oh well. It's way better than it was. Oh yeah. Today I want to clean in these wheel wells and undercoat. They're all dirty, so I have to scrub them out and probably primer them first. Man, this really is pretty bad. I can see the primer through it still and all the sanding marks. I should have gotten finer sandpaper. Good, it's motivation to fix it later on. I forgot to push record. Looks dry enough to paint. I got everything taped off and prepped. Now I'm going to put some undercoating on it. I think I'm going to start under the car with the rocker patch. Definitely black. It only took 2 cans to put 2 coats on all that. I bought 3, so now we got 1 for another project. Now I have to figure out how to get these broken studs out of here. I'm thinking they're just kind of like pressed in. So some PB blaster and the hammer. Things ready to come out yet? Anything? Nothing. Nothing at all. Is that welded in there? What the hell is that in there? What do I try next? A grinder? No more games. That ain't doing nothing for me. Well, now I'm really done playing around. .36 grit don't play. Nah, I bent it. That sucks. These things are so flimsy. Anyways, I got a couple of them. I gotta get it knocked out. I got the crud knocked off of them. Now I'm gonna primer them and paint them. I got the fender back on the car. I ended up just super gluing bolts in because I didn't want to weld on it. I was worried I'd burn it all up. It's starting to look good. The bumper's a little bit low. What do you think? Needs to come up like at least 3/4 of an inch. Well, I got the bumper lifted up and I beat on that guard with a hammer until it fit in there right. Well, not right, but it fits in there. Now I'm painting these panels before I can put them on. They're kind of wonky though. I'll show them to you. They're not dry yet. Well, I gouged the crap out of them apparently. So that's pretty nasty. But they're going on because I'm sick of playing with it. They seem pretty dry. I want to get them on the car and get this over with. I bought some carriage bolts, but they have writing on them. So the first priority is to remove the writing, because I can't deal with that. This isn't our way. We're going to give it a quick trim. Got it. Let's see if one of these holes lines up nicely. I think this one does. So this one needs to go like that. That's nowhere near. I don't think that one's anywhere near it either. Oh yeah, way off. Huh. I'm gonna need a drill. You're gonna fall and fuck my truck up, probably. I wish I had a clamp that would fit on this. Now I think it's too low. This really is above my pay grade, I think. Does that look pretty straight? I guess that does flare up some. Where's that level? I can't tell. Whatever, we're gonna go with it. I just need to drill out the holes for the bigger bolts now. So carriage bolts have a square base in them so they don't turn. And the way I get square pegs into round holes is I hit them with a hammer. Square peg, round hole. I bought some nylon washers to space it off the car so that I can wash dirt from behind it, hopefully. Hey, there we go. Are all the nylon still on there? Yes. Good. Alright. I should have probably done that off the car. But I was worried I wouldn't be able to get it in the hole. You know, real world problems. Oh, it's sucking the head in. It'll be fine. See, they never really fitted right. Like, they always stuck out far off the car when they were bolted on. So there's like a happy medium. Or maybe I do just tuck it all the way in and like put a plate in from there to there. I don't know. It's looking pretty good. I'll knock out the other side. I think it's easier to just tighten them in there than it is to hit them with a hammer, to tell you the truth. Either way works. Suck them on down. Give it a little bend. Try to get the line up a little. I don't know. I think this one sticks off further than the other one, but maybe not. We'll check it out. Sure. Well, I walked back to the other side of the truck and this has happened. Now I wish I hadn't fucking painted it at all. That's crazy. You did it over here too. I guess they're not playing when they say don't recoat it before 24 hours. Well, besides pulling that full-on choke move at the end, it's looking pretty good, I must say. I do really like this car. I guess that's it for the episode. Next time I'm going to move on to this roof. I got to pull the whole windshield out. It's going to be an ordeal.